Hey guys, it's Adam. I'm back for part two of my Creality 3D center, if you want to call it that. So what I've done is I've actually gone through a couple iterations of a few different designs. My first design, sorry for the mess, work in progress. You never know how many tools you're going to need to make a box. So I initially started with the design that one of the gentlemen on the Facebook page had done with the 2x2 frames and the sleeves in each of the corners. And after pricing out plexiglass, I decided that wrapping all of the sides in plexiglass, even with the 1/8 of an inch Optiplex brand that Lowe's sells, would have been about 20 bucks a side, if not more. So what I decided to do instead, well, first of all, what I've got going on over here is my shelf, if you'll call it that. And I've got it higher than a normal desk height simply because I want to be at eye level. I don't expect to be down here, but when I'm reviewing and starting and checking on my prints, so this won't be a place of comfort by any means, at least for now. But so what I've done is this platform, which is still a work in progress. I don't like really showing things in progress because, well, just because. But as you can see, what I've done with my digital level is I have leveled up all three sides. I don't know if that, yeah, that shows up there as 0. And hopefully that shows up as 0. So I haven't actually checked these. Let's see, that one's off. That one says 0.3, and actually there's a bunch of sawdust under here. So, sorry, this is all janking around, but you guys get to see it in progress. Okay, so there's your 0, 0, 0. So my platform, corner to corner, edge to edge, front to back, is perfectly level. That, for me, takes out all of the guesswork on whether I'm starting with a level platform or not, regardless of whether that's required, because you can technically bed level the printer. I wanted to have a perfectly true platform so that I wasn't fighting something outside of the printer limits. So keep in mind, I've never done this before. The printer, that is. I build decks and do construction and all that kind of stuff on the side, on top of my day paying job. So building stuff is no problem for me. But when it comes to this printer design, it's going to be just kind of a work in progress, and I kind of go as you go and make changes as necessary. So what I've got is my platform. I'm going to have a little printer platform right here that has collapsible legs on it that I can put my laptop on. That way when I'm down here, if I have to make immediate changes, I'll be able to sit there in front of my little tiny, I guess it's going to be 18 by 18 desk of some kind. It'll be small. So I've also got this piece of melamine right here that I'm going to stick up in here. This will become... You guys are probably getting sick watching it. But that'll sit up there just as a nice clean bed. So that it's also got kind of nothing likes to stick to this stuff, which is nice. So that's going to go on there. And then, pardon my mess again, what I have going on over here is my box. So I decided to use just particle board. It's 19 bucks for a 4x8 sheet. I had Lowe's cut it because it's easier than my table saw to cut down a full 4x8 sheet. So what I've done is this will go up on that platform. I've got an open side here. I will put plexiglass there. I actually found an old door in my basement, and I cut out the center of it. So I'm going to put that on the front. I will plexiglass that as well, handle, hinges, all those little silly things that are required to make a door swing. And so that's going to go up on that platform. and I expect to leave the front open. I may put a small brace in there just to keep the integrity of the box together, but I don't expect to build an entire front side of it, so to speak. I will build the top, but the top will be free floating. And the idea is that if I want to take my printer out, I can just slide it out from back to front instead of having to remove the entire box. So I hope not to have to move my printer once it's installed, because that'll just throw everything out of level and I'll have to start over. So I'm still on the fence as to whether I'm going to put anything on the back. I kind of like having that open because I can hang things on it. I don't have to worry about the drywall being there, the dust the drywall creates. So it may look a little unfinished, but I'm still tossing around that idea. So what else? I did buy some steel piping, just like gas piping, but not the black pipe, just a conduit pipe. And I expect to put up on top here about a 24-inch rod with a plate that goes into the wall that it'll screw into that I can hang my filament off of. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring that filament down to a pulley that will be mounted somewhere on my deck here. And that pulley will then feed into the side of the box. And I think that'll prevent any unnecessary tension on the filament itself. So don't know what I'm going to do down here yet. I suspect that will become storage of some kind. It's completely unfinished, so I certainly expect to put something back there. I don't think I'll put doors on it. This is not going to be something fancy. I thought about painting the walls. I started to mud up some holes, and then I'm thinking to myself, you know, this printer is not going to sit down here and be upset because it's got an unfinished wall. So this will not be a permanent structure either. This basement is unfinished, so at least for now, but when I finish it, this wall will come out of here and other things will become more important. So that's about it. That's 7.5 minutes. I'm trying to keep these short because, well, life gets in the way, which is why it's been as long as it's been since I've done a second post. I do have some good news. My printer is shipped. It shipped out on Tuesday. It is supposed to be here on Monday or Tuesday. So I'm kind of trying to run through this to get things at least in a position where I can set the printer there and hopefully get things going. I also bought some, pardon the mess, well there's the plexiglass. We have a micro center, which is kind of nice, in Kansas City, which is where I live. And I've read really good things and watched some videos about this Inland product. This filament is $14.99. It gets really good reviews. That is their always price, and they have every color in the rainbow. They also have color changing filament from white to purple based on heat. They have the wood filament. They have PETG. They've got every kind of product, filament product, that I think I'm going to ever need to work with. So happy to have them here. I know their shipping is like $1, I think. So I haven't tried it yet. Obviously, don't have the printer, but my expectations, I hope, won't be shattered by any of the reviews I've read and this product not working. So I picked up a couple Egyptian blues, and I actually picked up some gray. I stayed away from the black and the white because I think I've read some things about those colors being a little more finicky when it comes to printing. Don't know if that's true. Don't know if my printer will experience that. But I figured I'm going to take as many of the issues that I've read out of play because this is got to be an idiot-proof setup for me initially. I've learned more about 3D printing in the last 3 weeks than I have on most hobbies that I've ever taken on. So this is actually going to be for a prototype that I'm making for a patent that I have approved for some rafter work, and I will enlighten you guys with that as we get into the printing and hopefully we'll have some success. So that's 10 minutes. I'm going to shut down for now and hopefully have another video here in the next day or two. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.